In this lesson, you will learn about the past participle, a key verb form in English. We will explore how to form it, where it's used, and why it's important for building grammatically correct sentences. By the end, you will confidently use the past participle to express completed actions and create accurate, polished sentences. My name is Alisa, your English teacher, and if you're ready, let's begin. The first question we are going to answer is, what is a past participle? The past participle is a verb form that is used in a variety of grammatical structures, including perfect tenses, passive voice, and certain adjective phrases. So one more time, we use the past participle in a variety of grammatical structures such as perfect tenses, passive voice, and adjective phrases. It is one of the principal parts of a verb, alongside the base form, past tense, and present participle. Let's take a look at this example. She has finished her homework. Finished is a past participle, which is used as a part of a formula for forming present perfect tense. Now, how to form the past participle? To form the past participle, we should distinguish between the regular verbs and irregular verbs. For most irregular verbs, the past participle is the same as the past tense. So you simply add ed to the base verb. For example, work, worked, worked. So work is a base form of the verb, right? Then worked, it's a past tense. And then again, worked is a past participle. So the past participle is the same as the past tense. We simply add ed to the base verb, and that's it. Irregular verbs. For irregular verbs, the past participle does not follow a set pattern and must be memorized. For example, go, went, gone. Go is a base form, went is a past tense, and gone is the past participle. So this is a separate form that must be memorized. Go, went, gone. Gone is the past participle. Now let's take a look at the examples of regular and irregular past participles. First, we will take a look at the regular past participles and then at the irregular past participles. So, first we have a base form, then past tense, and then past participle. Let's begin with the regular verbs. Walk, walked, walked. As you can see, to form the past participle, same as the past tense, we should add the ending ed. That's it. Again, next one. Play, played, played. To form the past participle, we just simply add the ending ed. Next regular verb. Talk, talked, talked. Same here. To form the past participle, we should add the ending ed. Watch, watched, watched. To form the past participle, we should add the ending ed. Now let's take a look at the irregular verbs. Eat, ate, eaten. So you can see that for the past participle, we have a separate form, eaten. Next, write, wrote, written. Written is a past participle. It's a different form, right? Speak, spoke, spoken. Spoken is a different form that must be memorized. Go, went, gone. Gone is a different form that must be memorized. So these are some of the examples of regular and irregular past participles. Before we continue, I would like to let you know that you can download the presentation I am currently using in this video for a very small fee. It will help you master the past participle even more effectively. You can find the link to the presentation in the description below or in the first comment to this video. So now we know what the past participle is, how to form it, and it's time to learn when to use the past participle. It's very important. So number 1, perfect tenses. The past participle is essential in forming perfect tenses, where it works with the auxiliary verb have to show completed actions. For example, let's take a look at the present perfect. So we use present perfect when the action completed before noun. For example, she has finished her homework. Has is a helping verb and finished is a past participle. Together, they form the present perfect tense. She has finished her homework. Let's take a look at the past perfect tense. We use past perfect when action completed before another past action. For example, they had left before we arrived. So, we have the helping verb had, and left is a past participle. Had left. Together, they form the past perfect tense. And let's take a look at the future perfect tense. We use future perfect when action completed before a specific point in the future. For example, by tomorrow, I will have completed the project. So we have the helping verbs will have, and completed is a past participle. Together, they form the future perfect tense. By the way, if you would like to learn more about English tenses, I have a detailed video lesson for you on my channel, so please check it out. So we learned that we use the past participle to help us form the perfect tenses, right? Number 2, passive voice. The past participle is used with the verb be to form the passive voice, which focuses on the action or the receiver of the action rather than the doer. For example, let's take a look at the active sentence. So the sentence in active voice. They built the house. And now let's take a look at the sentence in the passive voice. The house was built by them. So we have the form of the verb to be, was, and built is the past participle. Together, they form the passive voice. The house was built by them. And if you would like to learn more about the passive voice, I have a detailed lesson for you on my channel. I will leave a link to it in the description below. So we learned that we use the past participle to form perfect tenses and passive voice. Number 3, adjectives. The past participle can act as an adjective to describe a noun, often indicating a completed state or condition. For example, a broken vase. Broken is an adjective. Also, it's a past participle. So it means the vase is no longer whole. It indicates a completed state. No longer whole. A broken means no longer whole. Or a tired student. Tired is an adjective. Also is the past participle. A tired student means the student is feeling tired. So now we know that there are 3 cases when we should use the past participle. First, to form the perfect tenses. Second, to form the passive voice. And third, as an adjective to describe a noun. Next, we are going to talk about common mistakes with past participles. First, confusing past tense and past participle. So let's read the incorrect sentence. I have ate lunch. Is it correct? No, it's wrong. In this sentence, we need to form the present perfect and use the past participle. But our verb is used in past tense, ate. What would be the correct sentence? Of course, I have eaten lunch. Here we use the past participle, eaten. I have eaten lunch. The second mistake is omitting the auxiliary verb. For example, incorrect sentence. She written a book. Is it correct? No. Why is it wrong? It's wrong because we are missing the auxiliary or the helping verb. What would be the helping verb in this sentence? Yes, you are right. She has written a book. This is the correct sentence. She has written a book. The third mistake is using the wrong form for irregular verbs. For example, the incorrect sentence. The car was drove by John. Is it correct? No, it's wrong. Because here we use the wrong form of the irregular verb. We said was drove. But if we want to form the passive voice, we should use the verb to be, the form of the verb to be, and the past participle. Drove is a past tense, not a past participle. So the correct sentence would sound like this. The car was driven by John. Not drove, driven. The car was driven by John. So at the end of this lesson, I would like you to remember the key rules. Rule number 1. The past participle is used in perfect tenses, passive voice, and as adjectives. Please remember, in perfect tenses, passive voice, and as adjectives. Rule number 2. For regular verbs is the same as the past tense. You just simply add the ending ed. And rule number 3. For irregular verbs, it has unique forms that must be memorized. And now it's time for you to practice. Please complete the sentences with the correct past participle. So please pause the video, take your time, and complete the sentences using the past participle. Also, you can write your answers in the comments below, and I'm going to read them and get back to you. Great job! Thank you for learning English with me. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments below. And of course, I'll see you in my next videos. See you soon. Take care.